Hi friends, today I'm going to show you a beginner friendly guess the number game using Python Kivy now. For example, now let me show you the program. Now, as we run the program now, it says welcome to guess the number game. Guess a number from 1 to 9. If I guess any number, let me guess number 7. Guess, correct guess. It says congratulations, the right number is 7. If I also guess another number again, it says incorrect guess, the right number is 7. And also if I also guess another number again, it's going to say incorrect guess. If I guess it again, guess it unless I got it correctly. And it's also showing at the terminal here the number in which I have been guessing, and right over here too, showing here say correct guess. If I guess, it says incorrect guess, the right number is 5. If I guess another number, so that's what we are going to be working on today. Hi, please, if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button right now, and also like this video, and please don't forget to support me on PayPal. The link is at the description below. So let's get started. So our first step now is to import the Kivy libraries. So let's write from Kivy.app import app from Kivy.lang builder import builder. This enable us to manage our screens effectively, this lang builder. And also write from Kivy.uix.screen manager import screen with our command and screen manager. Then finally, if we are making guess the number game, we need to import one more thing, which is import random. So this is all for the importation of libraries. So let's create our class now. Right now here, write class. We are going to call the name of the class guess game. I will write app right over here. Then under here, what I'm going to do, I'll just write pass. Then also our main screen class, let's create a class for our main screen. The main screen, we are going to write screen, then pass. Then under here, we are going to just do we are going to write guess game dot run. So let's for now, what we want to do now, we want to make sure we create a screen for the Kivy to enable us to enable the program to display a simple screen. So let's run it now and see the results. So we have already created see the guess game, the guess game, the name of the program, the app, which is guess game, and the blank screen. So let's move to the next. The next step now is to impute this thing, those what would I call it, those interface, like maybe text text in a label, I mean text input and buttons. So let's come right over here to this guess game app and create a function which is called we are going to write def build, then self. We enter. The right screen equal to builder dot load underscore string, which is screen um manager, and under that we are going to put our return screen. First of all, we are going to create this our screen manager Kivy file. So here's what we are going to do now for that. So we are going to come back here, and then I think we are going to type this thing. Okay, screen okay, sorry, screen manager, then equal to, it stopped showing our error. We're going to put this apostrophe, triple apostrophe, and also the same thing here too, so we can be able to write our kv file. And do that now for this case. Under here now, we are going to write screen manager, then under here we're going to give four line spacing, 1 2 3 4. We are going to write main screen, and under here we are going to write our main screen class. We are going to connect this main screen to the class here. So 1 2 3 under the main screen now, under this main screen here on the kv file, under this main screen here, under this main screen here on the kv file, we are going to write name equal to main, then under here we are going to write relative layout, and under the relative layout 1 2 3 we are going to write orientation. Our orientation is going to be vertical. Then our position is going to be self dot pos, which is position. Then under here we are going to create our labels, our first label, and our label we are going to write label. Then under this label we are going to write our Sorry. Um, Text. We are going to write our text, which is welcome to guess the number game. Position. And what is going to be our position? Let's program it. Hint. Position underscore hint. We are going to say the position should be center. We are going to do it like this: center x, then 0.5, then center underscore y is going to be 0.905. So I want us to check our text, how our text looks like. So let's run the program and see it. It says invalid property name. What's the error here? Right over here. Okay, here's what we are going to do here right off. Before we go on, we are going to write excuse me, let me see something. Okay, right over here, we are going to come over here and write under this app. Okay, okay, wait, let me see what I'm supposed to do for this error. I've seen the error here. The main error is from this name.main invalid. It says invalid property name. So I think I have to clear this out and run the program again and see. So it says guess welcome to guess the number game. Now it has displayed now for us. It has displayed the text for us. But here's what I want us to do for this text. Rather than it just displaying like that, I want the size of the text to be big. So how are we going to do this? So what we are going to do right over here now is to increase the size of the label. And to increase the size of the label, we are going to write font underscore size. And under this font underscore size, I'm going to write self underscore height. Then over 15. Then 0.75. This is the normal default. This is the normal, like, increase the size of the text. What's the error again? It says okay, it's self dot height, not underscore height. So we run the program again. You see now the font size has enlarged now. So that's our step in enlarging the label. So let's move to the next step. So our next step is to add other labels too. Other labels with text. So how are we going to do it? So let's go and create another label. We're going to write label. Then under this label, Under this label, you're going to write text. Then the next label will be, I want us to I want you to show something like guess the number from 1 to 9. So that is for our text. And for our position, I want it to be under this welcome to guess number game. I want it to be under. So for our position, I'm going to write um center center underscore x is going to be um our center underscore x is going to be still the same x axis, and also our center y is going to be just below the welcome to the guest number game, and our center y will be self, I think you're going to write 0.805, just by maybe 10 difference, and from this by 0.1 difference, I mean. So our font size, let's run it and see. It's displayed, but just to increase the font size now is below the welcome to guess the number game. So to increase the font size, we're going to say font underscore size, and our font size is going to be self dot height over 15, then times 0.75. So let's run it. Like let's quickly run it and see. You see it displays gets the number from 1 to 9. So we have worked on the second step. So on our third step now, we are going to create another label. I don't want to be wasting much time, but I'll just copy and paste this label. I'll just copy and paste this label to save time. To save time, I'll just change the name, which is the next name I want it to be is to guess the number. Guess the number. Then the position, I'll change it to 0.4, and right over here I'm going to write 0.5 here, and the size is going to be the same. So let's run it now and see the result for it. So it shows the text, guess the number text. So our next step now is add the text input. So our next step now is to add an input box here, whereby we can input the number of input the right number. So how are we going to do that now? Let's write a code for that. So to do that, we are going to write text input, and under this text input, I'm going to write ID. I don't really need to write ID. I'll just create our goal now is to create an interface, the main interface first, before we start doing the main programming. So size underscore hint is going to be 0.08 at the width, and at the height is going to be 0.05. Then over here we're going to write position underscore hint. Then I'm going to write center x underscore x is going to be 0.59. Then we write our comma, then our center y center underscore y is going to be 0.505. So here, then we are going to write text. Then I don't really we are going to write text. Let's just write text. Under here we are going to write something like, nope, I don't think we need to write any text right over here. So let's run it now and see. So it says guess the number. See the box right over here. I need to do some stuff. Let me clear this stuff right over here. Yeah, let's run it now. I need to change the position a little bit for this thing. The x supposed to be 60, not 59. So let's run it now. Now it's proper. Now it looks much more reasonable and decent. Now let's add some other this thing some other stuffs. Let's add guess button, and we are going to do this by we write button text is going to be guess, and our size is going to be, we are going to write size underscore hint, which is going to be 30% on the x-axis and 10% on the y-axis. So our position, let's give it our position. I don't need to be wasting time to be writing this position. I'll just copy and paste and just change the variables in the position. So here I'll just paste this right over here, change the position, which is 0. Instead of x 0.660, it's going to be 0.44, and the y is going to be 1.05. So let's run it now. So now we've created, it's still down. It's going to be, let me change the x-axis, the y-axis is going to be 0.305. So we have put the guess button right over here. So let's move to our final step, in which to put in the result box. So our final step now is for us to add our text input, and our text, we are going to write text input is going to be text. The name, what are we going to put in the text? I'll just write guess number. This is our result box section. So under here I'm just going to give it size and position. The size is going to be I'll copy this and paste right over here. I'll change it to 0. 0.3, and the y should be 0.15. Then our position is going to be, our y is going to be 1. This x is going to remain 0.44. So let's run it now and see our result now. Now we're finally, now it displays everything correctly. Now it looks like we are almost done now. The final thing for us to do now is to program this and make it work properly. So how are we going to do it? So let's work on that. So for our final step now is to enable this guess the number game to work. Whenever I click on any number, input any number, I write input guess, it's going to show that whether the guess is correct or the guess is incorrect. And that's what we are going to be working on today. So the first thing I want us to take in note is that we want to make sure that when we input this value, I will click guess, it's going to get the value under this guess the number text input, and it's also going to get this value right over this text input box here. It's going to get the text input box and be able to display if we guess the number correctly or not. And when we click on this guess, we are going to create a function whereby when we click on this guess, it's going to generate random number and guess our right number. So how are we going to do this? So we are going to do this by, first of all, I'll come right over here, our main screen. Our main screen where we are going to be doing the main programming. So right over here, I'm going to write, I want to connect, first of all, look at, just pay attention. I want to connect this text input now to this right over here, like this, right over to this main screen where our function of that guess the number button is going to do, our script where the guess the number button script is going to be run. So I'm going to write um guess right over here. I'm going to create a variable which is guessed number, and our guess number is going to be str then 0. That is our default value in our text input, the main default value. And over here, I'm going to come over to this side, the text input for guess the number. Then I'll write root dot this variable right over the main screen, guessed number. I'm going to write guessed number. Let's run it. It shows one error like that. Okay, I'm going to copy this right over here and paste it here. I think that's the issue. Let's run it again. You see now the default value is 0 now, because we are able to connect our main screen, we are able to connect this our text input right over here to this our main screen class, and this is our text input we are talking about, which is 0 here. which is the zero we wrote right over here. So now here's what we are going to do about the next step now. And our next step now, we are going to create a class now. And our function, sorry, we are going to create our function. Our function is going to be guess answer, which is self. What we are doing about this case is that whenever we press this button which is called this thing, whenever we press this button which is called guess, we are going to we are going to connect that guess here with this guess answer function. I'll write guess right over here so that it won't look confusing. This thing, I'm going to connect this button for guess. Let me show you. If I cut this off, if I delete it and run it, we are going to connect this guess to this main screen class, and that's what we are going to do now. Then we are going to write function guess self. So here's what we are going to write. Then when we press the button, we are going to create something right over on press. That means when we press the button, we are going to write root dot guess. And when we write root dot guess, it's going to come over to this function right over here on the main screen. So under here now, what we are doing right here is that, so let's program the main. We are working on we want to work on the main guess the number game right over here. Whenever I click on the button of the guess, whenever I click the button here, the main programming is going to be around this place. So pay attention. So as I was saying now, our main step now is for us to come over to this guess function now. And when we come over here, we are going to write we are going to generate, create a function, a variable which is generate random number, and which is going to be random dot rand int between the range of 1 to 9. And also we are going so that's our first function. That's our first. We are going, after creating a variable, we are going to write my number, which is the number I'm guessing, right over this text input, the first text input here, this place right over here. And I forgot to do one. Let me write under that place here, under this our text input. Under this text input, I'm going to write id is going to be our id is going to be what are we going to name it as? Guessing. And under here we are going to write, we are under this variable we are creating, we are going to write something like self dot ids dot this IDS right over here, which is guessing. Dot text. Then we are going to make sure that we are going to create another new variable for this generate random number, and we are going to write generate random number. We are going to write str, then generate random number. The reason for that is that when when we are trying to compare the when we are trying to guess the number, the random number, we want to just make sure to convert this what do you call it, we want to make sure to convert this string, we want to make sure to convert this integer to string kind of format for Kivy, so that it can be able to read the number properly. So right over here we are going to write if, then my number, if my number, which is my guess, is equal to this random number, that's the guess, the guessing, which is the I won't call it guessing, let's call it computer guess. Computer guess. Computer guess. If it's equal to, if our guess if what we guess is equal to if what we guess is equal to um what the computer generated, then what we are going to do is that we are going to write self. I forgot to, we need to create an ID for this one too, which is answer. I'm going to create ID, write ID and give it answer. So we are going to write self dot ids dot answer dot text. And what do we want to display? We want to make sure we display something right over this guess answer, guess over this answer box. We want to write maybe something like maybe correct guess, incorrect guess, or something like that. So for that we are going to write str, then we are going to write correct guess, then congratulations, and also the right congratulations then the right number is, we are going to give space, then under this computer guess we are going to write our comma, then put our variable, slot in our variable, which is computer guess. So it will show us the right number is that number the computer generated. So that's what we want to do for that stuff. So our next step now is to write else if, we're going to write elif, then I'll just paste this stuff right over here. I'll say elif, then elif if it's not, if my number is not equal to this computer guess, I'll write Incorrect. Incorrect guess. Incorrect guess. Then the right number is, I'll just write something like try again. So I think let's run it. So that's what we are going to do now. If our number, I don't know why it's showing us, why it's highlighting this stuff for us. Just can't get why. But let me do something right over here. Nope. Let me return this back. So if our guess is the right guess, it's going to show correct guess. If our guess is not equal to um computer guess, it's going to show incorrect guess. But if our guesses are correct, it's going to show correct guess. So let's run the program now. Let me guess the number now. Let me guess any number. Let me write 7. Let me showing error. STR um so let me see the error first of all. I just don't get the error, but I'll fix it now. So I think the error is right from here. I need to remove this stuff here, right over here, and right over here. Instead of us writing it like this, we are going to write plus what are we going to write it as? This computer guess. We are going to write computer guess right over here, plus computer guess 2 also here. So let's run it. I think we are done with creating the guess the number game. So let's finally run it now. So guess the number. Welcome to guess the number game. Guess any number from 1 to 9 and guess number 7. It says incorrect guess. Try again. The right number is 5. Let's guess another number. It says incorrect guess. Let's keep guessing 5. Then guessing 5 until we get it. So let's just keep guessing. It shows. Wait, let me show you something. Guess. It says correct guess. Congratulations. The right number is 5. And also, when we guess the wrong number, it's going to it's going to say incorrect guess. Try again. The right number is 6. Let me adjust some little stuff. So it's going to, the interface is going to look properly right over the, instead of us giving 2 spaces, we are going to give just 1. So let me guess any number now. 8. It says incorrect guess. Try again. The number is 6. Let me try and guess 6. It says incorrect guess. Try again. The number is 2. I'll keep guessing 2. It says correct guess. Congratulations. The right number is 6. So that's how to make guess the number game with Python Kivy. So I think that's all for this tutorial. So thanks for watching. Please, if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, and also please don't forget to hit the subscribe button right now, and please don't forget to support me on PayPal right now. The link is at the description below. So thanks for watching, and see you in my next video.